Everybody, I want you to say good morning to Mr. Al Keith, aka the Asthma Blues Man. How you doing today, Al?
I am doing well.
I'm glad that you are here. Look, that name in itself, the Asthma Blues Man, so I need to know right off the bat, how did that come about?
Well, it came about through two passions in my life.
Okay.
I'm a respiratory therapist, 37 years, but I'm a musician of 57.
Wow.
I'm a bassist, vocalist, and during the time I was a respiratory therapist, I did a lot of work in the emergency rooms with families and people with asthma.
Yeah.
And I'm finding out that there are people who are what we call frequent flyers. They return to the emergency room very frequently. And so what I was trying to figure out is, how can we do what we do better so that we can ameliorate the amount of time that they're coming in and the number of times they're coming in. So I had to ask the question, is this something that we can do better? And then I thought about the fact that music is something I've been doing my whole life. Music is a universal communicator.
Yes, it is.
So what we're doing at CTK, we have music with a message that matters. And that music is evidence-based music that's used to close gaps in chronic disease knowledge. And it helps them to improve their, let's just say their disease management skills, taking their medicine, understanding different things in terms of how chronic diseases such as asthma and COPD work on the body.
That is very interesting. And like you said, you're literally blending two passions that you have here. And like you said, with one, music, we know it, like you said, it is universal. So this is something that a lot of people can relate to, but you are also touching on asthma. So talk to us about how that affects our community.
Well, asthma affects our community in a variety of ways. We know that there are environmental things that actually affect our breathing. So we have environmental things such as pollen.
Yes.
There's pollen. There's simple things such as perfume. There are different things that trigger asthma and trigger what we call an asthma episode. So it affects our community in many different ways. We do know that there's roughly 25 million people in the United States that have asthma.
That is a large number.
And I think the part that really is sobering is that about 9 people die every day in the U.S. due to asthma-related complications. The thing that I want to stress is that no one should die from an asthma attack because asthma is manageable. Asthma can be controlled. We just need to understand the proper steps and the proper procedure to go through it to keep us on track, to keep us breathing the way that we're supposed to.
Absolutely, and you've got some of those methods that you teach folks, and I even see that you have brought something with you today. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Well, this is called an aero chamber or a spacer device. And this is an inhaler, an albuterol inhaler that most people with asthma have. The thing that I want to talk about very quickly is that you can have the medicine, but unless you take it the right way, it has a very low chance of being effective.
And that's really important because we've probably all seen somebody with an inhaler like that, but I will be the first to say I've never seen that extended portion of that.
Right. And what this aero chamber is, and this spacer, as it's commonly called, it keeps the medication in suspension so that you can take it properly. A lot of times people will have their inhaler, they'll grab it and they'll go breathing in fast. Well, that's the improper way of doing this because these aerosol particles are hydrophilic. They love water. They want to pick up water wherever they go. So if you breathe them in fast, they pick up water going down your main stem bronchi. By the time they pick up water, they swell. If they swell, they don't get a chance to go to the lower airways where they're needed to actually do the work. So this keeps it in suspension to where if you breathe it in slow and deep, those particles stay
all in there.
And they stay small so that when you deliver them, they stay small until they're needed. If you breathe them in too fast, they swell and they rain out right here, and they never hit their effectiveness because they don't get down there.
Well, I can tell that is a very important tool there that, you know, a lot of people honestly probably either didn't know about or even have. So I'm glad that you are bringing this to the table right now. I mean, you even have some educational programs that your organization offers. Tell us a little bit about those.
Well, we do have the Asthma Blues Mini Camp, which is free.
Okay,
It's
there we go.
It's a free 90-minute Zoom class, and it's on the second Saturday of every month from 10 to 11:30. And there's the
all the
you're
information.
able to see the information there. And to register, you will scan the small the square.
Yes, the QR code.
Get a QR code there to get more information on it. And it's really a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun because we break down the barriers. We use the science of music and learning to close those gaps in asthma knowledge, meaning the things that you should hear when you go to your doctor's visit. But we know that there's really not enough time to get what we call effective education. So we do it, and we do it with music, with a message that matters, and we have fun with it. And part of the Asthma Blues Mini Camp is that we have a section there, Q&A with Al the Asthma Blues Man.
All right now.
So you get a chance to ask those questions. Everyone's asthma journey is different.
It is indeed.
So we have an opportunity, and people have an opportunity to actually talk about their asthma journey, ask their specific questions, how it relates to them. So the Asthma Blues Mini Camp is a beautiful thing because, and it's been sponsored by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America. So it's due to a grant.
Yes.
And we're thankful for that. And so we're just asking people to take advantage of it.
Yes, because like you said, you might go to your doctor's appointments and it feels like you don't have enough time to ask them. But this is that platform where you can come have some in-depth conversations and get all of the knowledge that you need. So we really appreciate you stopping by this morning and sharing all this great information. You guys already saw the QR codes, but just in case you missed it, we're going to have that information also uploaded on our As Seen on Day to Day page. So of course, go check them out. Alfred, thank you so much for stopping by this morning. We really appreciate it.